It starts this way. If the council and committee is willing, would be willing to work on establishing a commission to look at our investment policies and make some recommendations prospectively. And the sponsor may correct me if that's not in what I gleaned from his comments, but I think that this is, given what the testimony has been rendered tonight, this is so narrow and has such, puts us on the wrong path. I'm not sure that this should, that the committee's time is well used pursuing this particular ordinance. I think a better use of the committee and the council's time is to, as the sponsor stated, have a much more lively dialogue about a broader set of principles for progressive investment strategy.
Well, as a lawmaker yourself, that's a very decent way to look at it. It is a fair approach to it. That could happen.
I would respond to that. I wasn't suggesting that the ordinance that I put in was not one of a menu of options. So I think the notion that we shouldn't continue discussing this, that's not what I suggested in my comments. I just understand that there are different points of view at a different point. Yeah. So,
which is fine. It's I guess we can debate and argue as to what's the next step and how do you actually expand the organizational thought as to what happens here, what the impact is, so that we get the most truthful, substantive, substantial testimony that sort of decision can be made, because this committee has to make a decision, and the council has to make a decision, and the mayor has to decide as well. So it may seem to some, I'm not suggesting in this room that it's simple, it's not, it's complicated. There's a lot of issues that are at striking distance between each other. So that has to be considered. But Council President Aponte, I think that is a very nice idea. We could, by ordinance create, certainly by your authority of appointment, is to create a commission to look at fundamentally what is our broader view, our perspective, our policy on how we invest in banks, what they do, what we would expect, not expect. All those things can be put together as a collection of ideas, and really navigationally, are we going in the right direction? Is this fine? And perhaps we could settle some of the matters in far more depth than the committee will be able to achieve simply having a meeting, which I think a lot of people think we're going to have a meeting, but this is not just like, this is not 10 items or less at the supermarket. This is a larger barrel of things going on. So I think that's why we paid, at least certainly as the chair, calling the meeting, certainly the committee, that this is a larger issue, substantive, and I don't think we can make a snap decision. And I think, Council President, I think that's very intelligent and a great move, and I would certainly co-sponsor that with you. To establish a commission, let's look deeper into this, because these are not simple issues.
I think that is absolutely insightful, as you know, all of these actions have a reaction, have a consequence. And we need to balance our social conscience with what we are charged to do. We are investing pension dollars. We have a responsibility, an obligation, and a duty to those pensioners, folks who are retired today and future retirees, to ensure that the promises that we've made to them are kept, that pension fund continues to provide those folks the type of retirement that we promised them. And while I understand that there is a social side to it, there is a balancing act, and I'm not sure that this, at least with this ordinance, begins to address that balancing act. I think it's a much broader discussion, a much broader conversation, and arrival at some principles that balance those two obligations out. So, I'd love to work with whomever on the council, yourself, the chairman, and the committee, to really begin that dialogue.
Thank you, Mr. President. Any other comments by committee?